Hi on Warlock's Lives. I think it's time to play a little Infi-Tech 2. Man, I'll tell you what, I just recorded loading it. I just recorded a bit or a video and then realized that it didn't pick up my mic at all. I don't know why it does that. Uh so I guess we'll have to go back over I didn't do a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, ooh, look, this is ready to be harvested. Okay. Go, my next little bit of maybe something or nothing. I got nothing. Dang it. We're done loading in now? Oh, I hear a zombie. There's a zombie in here. I'm running all weird. Running fine before. I don't want Faru. So, um, yeah, as you can see, my crop area is almost completely into Starwort now. I did break my Aurelia. I was hoping to get seeds from it because it's been at a 4 out of 5 for a long time now, like hours. And I had a block of silver underneath of it, and it would not jump to the next level. So I don't know what was going on with it. I'd harvested it a couple times before, so I don't understand. The machine has got fertilizer, water, and weed X in it, so it should have worked. I don't know. It just was refusing to. Um, the other thing that I've been working on was getting that Argon, right, to do the Naquita alloy ingots. Unfortunately, while I did get the Argon, I'm unable to process a Naquita alloy ingot. Oh, I guess I could start work on that. That's probably what I'll do here in a second. But the problem is that I need LUV level power, I think, to run it. And so I'm currently no, I know I need LUV level power to run it, and I don't have that, and I can't make that. As far as I can tell, I need a working fusion reactor to get the material I need to make the power supply that will run that. I can make an LUV hatch, but I can't make an LUV power. So that's a problem. I need the fusion reactor to be able to make the europium that I need to be able to make the battery of the size necessary to deliver the power necessary to uh so yeah, so that kind of sucks. So I'm trapped again, waiting for the nether. I think I'm just gonna fly out and maybe try and kill another nether. I'm gonna kill the nether. uh but let's start work on the power supply for that anyways. uh Basically I need 8 of these just to make one of the other things. So let's see if I'm got anywhere close to what I need to make it. Oh, looks like it's not too bad actually. I just need to make some more polytetra. Apparently I'm completely out of polytetra. Um, polytetra. Polytetra. Okay, looks like something maybe needs to go in here with carbon dust. It's been so long since I made any polytetra that I don't remember. Polytetra. I don't remember how to make it. Um, really, you've got nothing on here listed as a liquid. Yeah, here we go. Okay. So to make this, I need naphtha, fluorine, and epichlorohydrin, right? Okay. Naphtha, fluorine, and epichlorohydrin. Okay. In a chemical reactor. Uh, so it's one of these guys down here. Fluorine. I don't need chlorine, I need fluorine. None of this stuff. There's fluorine. Okay, so I've got fluorine. I've got naphtha. What I'm missing is the epichlorohydrin. Must be made in here. Okay. So what goes into epichlorohydrin? Chlorine, obviously the chloro part, right? That's why I've got chlorine right there. Um, chlorine and carbon. Oh, an LPG. This is just missing the chlorine. I've got here, so you don't have enough chlorine. Okay. So your chlorine comes from where? Where would your chlorine come from? I don't see any chlorine input on this machine. That's the problem, is it needs chlorine. Okay. I know I was making chlorine back over here. Yes, okay. So let's insert that. Can we insert that back in there? I don't think I need a lot necessarily, but I can make some more because I think I've got the sodium and stuff right there. Make up the. So yeah, so I haven't been recording the last, I don't know, almost a week I think. Because my computer broke. Okay. So why don't you have an input? Okay. Duncan, where I need it to be, okay? Dang it. Okay. Alright, so that should get me some plates then, I think. I don't know if it'll give me the 9 plates or whatever I needed, but at least start it. So we gotta go over here and get some chlorine made, apparently. Uh, so yeah, so my computer had some. They stopped touching. I think it's still experiencing a little bit of issues. Be sure it's just. I don't need to take this out though. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure I just need to go this. Yeah. And then I need to make sure. Oh, is it not that? I hate that you're flopping around. And okay. How do I make green? So I'm having some hard drive issues. And oh, it's soda light. Can't make chlorine from sodium? Weird. Okay. So, wrong thing in there. It's soda light. And you need a lot of it. So, let me grab all this. And we'll grab some of this. Take this back. And we'll come back with some soda light then. Um, so, let's see if I can remember the order of events. Basically, I'm using my computer, and then all of a sudden, everything locked up, and um, I had to reboot it. And when I tried to reboot it, it wouldn't reboot. And when it finally, I hit the reset button, it rebooted. Uh, and when it came back, it was one of the hard drives wasn't working. I'm like, oh man, that hard drive finally failed. That I have been expecting to fail for ages now, finally failed. I still think maybe that might be the issue, is that hard drive is failing. But Windows won't tell me. It doesn't have any bad sectors. It just there's just some weird glitchiness to it that makes me think that it's failing. And so um see how much polytetra I got. I got 14. Oh, cool. I'm still gonna make some more here. Well, let's go ahead and get these queued up then. Oh wait. Oh, I need 16. Okay. Back. And so I was like, oh well, bummer. I guess I'll just have to go on with the other hard drive. And then the other hard drive quit working. So basically what I've got is I've got like 5 hard drives on my computer. I've got SSD with my operating system on it. I got an SSD that I record to. I've got an M2 drive because I hadn't used one before and I wanted to try it out, and currently it's got my Steam games loaded on it. And then I had the old spindle hard drive, the kind with the motor in it. I call it a spindle drive now, to differentiate it from the SSD. And I thought it was going bad years ago, and so I bought a replacement for it, and the replacement is bigger, and so I put both it and the replacement in the computer, and then I copied over everything I thought was important off of the one I thought was going bad, and that, like I said, was 4 or 5 years ago, and maybe longer, and it still hasn't stopped working. So I use both those hard drives, and so those two, the two spindle drives, are the ones that quit working. And I'm like, weird. Okay, like what are the chances? What are the chances that you'd have two drives go bad at the same time like that? I don't think there's a good chance that both hard drives could fail like that. So I opened it up and I took out the hard drives and I looked them over. They seemed fine. I took out the one that I assumed had failed, and I where's my water in there apparently. And I put the other one back in, and I booted back up the computer, and I picked back up the hard drive, and I'm like, all right, so clearly that other one has failed. And I pulled the files that I felt were really important off of it, and I ran some of them up onto like Google Drive to keep them safe, and that way I can access them if the hard drive actually is going bad. And then um, and then I, um, it stopped working again, and I'm like, okay, so something else is wrong. Otherwise, I don't think that hard drive would come back up. So I ordered I couldn't find the cord to my hard drive external case that I would use to check them out. So I bought an external dock for hard drives, and then I also ordered some new data cables, thinking maybe one of the data cables has gone bad. Um, and so they didn't come until Monday, and the computer worked on Friday, and so or maybe Thursday, somewhere in there. And so um, I'd recorded a 7 Days of Die episode, but I didn't have any Infi-Tech or Better Than Wolves, and both of those should have come up next. Um, and so I'm like, okay, that sucks. And so then I um I went ahead and didn't record. Honestly, it was a little busy over the weekend, and then I was working on my computer, and then I'm like, well, maybe Monday. So then on Monday, the couple of things came, but I didn't have time to do it, and my computer's working fine without those two hard drives. So whatever the deal is, it's just something to do with those two hard drives. And so then I was really busy at work, and then I thought I was going to have Thursday and Friday off this week. That turned out to be a lie, and so I I've been working all day Thursday, and then well, Wednesday I thought I was done. So Thursday I got up and I hooked up the dock, and I put in the hard drive that I thought was going bad, and I tried to access it. And as soon as I tried to access it, I got another error message, and I'm like, well, I still have the other hard drive that isn't working plugged into the computer. So clearly it's something to do with the cables in the computer. And uh well, I mean, not maybe not clearly, I don't know. And so I took it apart, and I pulled them all out, and then I put them all back in, and I put in a new power cable from the power supply to the hard drives, and I put in new data cables from the motherboard to the hard drives, and then I booted up, and sure enough, both the hard drives were detected. I seem to be able to access them. So I don't know exactly what the deal is, but that is. And then, of course, once the computer's back up and booting and doing its thing, um, chlorine, right? No, this is oxygen. Why is this oxygen? You're not supposed to be oxygen. Nobody told you to put oxygen in here. Dang it! Would you do this to me? Come on, register's empty. Okay. Who put oxygen in here? It says chlorine. This is empty. How did oxygen get in here, guys? Thank you. So, um, yeah, I went ahead and then I checked my email, and my email, I noticed that 7:45 on Thursday morning, I got an email from work saying, "Yeah, we got a whole bunch of stuff we need done." And I'm like, "Oh, great. Oh, now there's oxygen in." Okay. Okay. So, uh, then I had to work, and I didn't get done with work till like midnight last night, and so there was no. Oh, I just saw you. Saw you put oxygen in here. Okay, I see what's happening. That means you just put oxygen into here. Nope, full chlorine. Where'd that oxygen? Where's that oxygen going? That's chlorine. Oh, it's in there. Okay. So what I need you. Stop doing that. Okay. Clearly, I had that set up for the oxygen, put out oxygen somewhere. Um, and so it decided that I needed oxygen in that barrel instead of chlorine like I was trying to do, but we should have enough polytetra to make these energy orbs. I need 8 of them for a single power supply. Once I get there, there we go. Start that mess. We gotta make it in here anyways. Plates I don't deal with. Plates I don't deal with. Blocks I don't deal with. Plates I don't deal with. We need some lapis rods and some crystal chips. Those are things that I do deal with. And some circuit boards, which are also things that I deal with. Okay. What laser do you have in here? Okay, you got the green one. You're doing green stuff. Good. What do you got in here? Nothing. What do you got in here? Nothing. What do you got in here? Nothing. Oh, interesting. Apparently doesn't need me at all at the moment. So, yeah, it's I don't know. There's definitely something wonky with the hard drives. Because I'm still getting tiny little glitches, but nothing too serious. Although, again, I don't know if they're real glitches or um, if they're like your drives weren't working correctly and they got shut down weird and Windows needs time to redo the files. They work again. I got a UUA barrier. That's an amplifier. Go to the amplifier section. Extract the AA from the A from the berry. Nice, because that's like four of those things. So yeah, look at this guy just cooking away, making bits for the machine. Bits for the machine. Bits for the machine. Oh. Okay. Bits for the machine that needs me to put in silicon and polyethylene. Polytetra. So yeah, then of course I worked most of the day today, and then we're having issues with our phone, so the phone tech came out, so I was dealing with that, and then my lawnmower is in for repair, service, maintenance stuff, and they sent me a letter saying they couldn't contact me, so I've been talking to them today, and then I recorded for 35 minutes, I think, and then I went to render that, and then it's like no mic sound because of course everything got unplugged while I was moving my computer in and out, and so the computer's like, oh yeah, I forgot you had a mic. Even though the mic's plugged in and I'm currently using it and I can see this being detected, but I wasn't looking at that because I haven't had any issues for a long time with the mic and stuff, and it's just just been one of those weeks so far, let me tell you. Our dryer quit just randomly. I mean, not really randomly, but we haven't had any issues with it. It just suddenly stopped working, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of glad. I'm kind of glad the dryer quit working because I purchased that dryer a long time ago, and what happens is it's designed to do medium to light large load. What I mean by that is you could throw in a bunch of t-shirts or regular shirts or maybe a few towels, something like that. What you can't do though is load the wash machine to the top with sweatshirts and jeans and things like that, and then shove the dryer completely full of stuff like that, and then run the dryer and then expect your clothes to be dry. Unfortunately, it's not that powerful. And so all the other people who live here have done since I purchased that dryer for the household is complain about how the dryer doesn't work. The worst that happens is you have to tell it to run again. That's it. That's the worst that happens. You know what? I run my laundry. If I feel like my towels didn't get dry enough, or maybe my other clothes are still a little damp around the edges, you know what? I just run the dryer some more. It doesn't seem like that big a deal, but every time it happens to the other people in the house, they lose their mind and just complain about how much the dryer I bought sucks. So now it's dead. So they've purchased the next dryer. So we'll see how their dryer does. Because if I go to dry some clothes and they don't dry all the way, well, there it is. I'll just have to run the dryer some more. That's how it works. It drives me crazy, man. They drive me crazy talking about that stuff. Did you make some more? But well, I think I'm gonna work on these getting these orbs done some more. Computer seems to be okay. I think my game is frozen. I think we're having a big disconnect from my server here. I noticed the cows aren't moving, and I tried to open that chest and it didn't work. But yep, I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. I couldn't do the thing because I don't have enough power. I couldn't do the thing. I couldn't make the Naquita alloy because I don't have enough power. I lost my Aurelia, and I probably either I'm just gonna go fight the Wither some more, or I don't know, something. Because I'm tired of waiting for things to start working. So, all right, with that, be bearing the small things, lean to the light. I will talk to you later.